Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to AppSec's online support program. In this week's revision tutorial, the children will further continue to revise the fundamentals of Mughal Empire, the reforms taken by the Mughal rulers during their reign, and they will be able to comprehend the text easily. It is taken from the history book Window to World History, Class 7. Pages are from 56 to 60. Chapter number is 5. Chapter's name is The Foundation and Consolidation of the Mughal Empire, and the resources required are course book, computer, or laptop. Today's thought of the day is live now. Make now the most precious time of your life because now will never come again. The revision. As you are aware that we are in continuation from the last week, chapter number 5 of the Mughal dynasty. Therefore, we will going to talk about the rest of the Mughal rulers. First of all, let us talk about Nuruddin Muhammad Salim Jahangir. Jahangir was born in 1569. He was the eldest son of Akbar. After the death of Akbar, Jahangir was chosen as the fourth emperor to the Mughal throne in 1605. He got the title Jahangir, which means conqueror of the world. He ruled from 1605 to 1627. Like Akbar, he too embarked on a series of military campaigns and wanted to expand his territory. He also successfully ended his ongoing war with Rajputs in 1614. Jahangir was famous for his just policies. His famous chain of justice was accessible to common people. His 12 orders were meant for the welfare of his subjects. He signed a peace treaty with Mewar to end the series of wars. The cultural metaphor of the age. It is about Noor Jahan. Noor Jahan was the daughter of Mirza Ghayas Beg, who held a very strong position in Akbar's court. She grew up in the royal palace and married Jahangir in 1611. She was an extremely intelligent and highly educated woman who effectively influenced the emperor and controlled the matters of the state and most aspects of the daily functioning of the court. Noor Jahan also helped the emperor in matters related to commerce. Commerce means the activity of buying and selling. The Mughal trade grew both nationally and internationally, thus augmenting the wealth of the empire. Noor Jahan was an artist and a poet. She loved reading and owned a large personal library. Many great musicians frequented the court. The art of miniature painting became popular during her times. Her talents also included archery and hunting, and she often joined her husband on such expeditions. Noor Jahan had an extraordinary fashion sense as she designed her own dresses. She was an expert at creating meat dishes and also loved gardening. She also made perfumes from rose petals and other materials. Shahabuddin Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan took over the Mughal Empire in 1627 as the fifth Mughal emperor after the death of his father Jahangir. Shah Jahan constantly strove towards expanding his empire. As a young prince, he was sent by his father Jahangir to fight against the combined forces of Ahmednagar, Bijapur, and Golconda in 1622. His army fought bravely and returned successful. In 1632, he captured the fortress of Daulatabad. He sent his son Aurangzeb to capture Golconda and Bijapur of South India. Once he conquered Kandahar, his empire stretched beyond the Khyber Pass and all the way to Ghazna. Shah Jahan maintained a huge, well-equipped army. Shah Jahan's Deccan policy. During the reign of Jahangir, rulers of Deccan weakened the Mughal authority. Shah Jahan decided to follow an aggressive policy towards the Deccan state. His concern was to recover the lost territories of Deccan. The Golden Era of the Mughals. Shah Jahan's period is called the Golden Era of the Mughals. He was popularly known as the Architect King, as he commissioned many monuments such as the Taj Mahal of Agra, Red Fort, Jamia Masjid of Delhi, Moti Masjid, and Shalimar Gardens of Lahore. The grandeur of these structures narrate the architectural advancements of the Mughals during the reign of Shah Jahan. During that time, since the Mughals were trading with foreign countries, the empire prospered greatly. It is said that silver coins came to India from the west during Shah Jahan's period. Abul Muzaffar Muinuddin Aurangzeb Alamgir. Aurangzeb, the third son of Shah Jahan, was born on 3rd November 1680. His mother was a Persian princess, Arjuman Banu Begum, also known as Mumtaz Mahal. The Taj Mahal in Agra was built by Shah Jahan in her memory. The reign of Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb's reign was spread over 49 years. Although it was another era of success and prosperity, it was also full of trouble and rebellions as the empire had become very vast. All Mughal rulers are known for their religious tolerance. Aurangzeb, however, practiced a much stricter version of Islam and forbade singing, dancing, and playing of musical instruments. The Mughal Empire expanded at the cost of the treasury. To bear the expenses of warfare and to feed a huge army, Aurangzeb imposed more taxes. The Hindus in Deccan and the Sikhs in northern Punjab revolted against Aurangzeb, while his ally, the Rajput, were displeased with him due to his taxation policies. The decline of the empire had already begun by the time Aurangzeb died in 1707. Many incompetent rulers weakened the empire. Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor, was sent into exile after the failure of the War of Independence. The great Mughal dynasty came to an end after the War of Independence in 1857 and the British Raj was established. So children, after revising the prior details, you will going to attempt the task of filling the blanks which are written over here. The moral is forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. So let's call it a day for today. Hope you have learned a lot from this tutorial. Stay home, stay safe, and listen to your parents. Allah Hafiz.